have these memories. Memories that I know aren't my own. The Hudson Falls.
That's where Ronnie proposed to me.
Professor Stein! I know you don't want to hurt anyone else.
Martin Stein and Ronnie Raymond share a body.
Ronnie. Not Ronnie.
Any attempt to separate the two of them could be catastrophic.
He could go nuclear.
Barry, get out of there!
The Flash, new hit series this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
What's going on, guys? MX here today, and I'm going to recap the new episode of The Flash that just came out called Crazy For You. So, right off the bat, we see Peekaboo. We finally see her, and she is actually, she actually came to break out her boyfriend. I'm not sure if they're going to be engaged at any time or whatever it is, not sure about that, but it is in fact her boyfriend, and she busted into a prison and then busted him out. She did a very good job of it too. So after she did that, Barry Allen, whenever he's in his like forensic assistant mode, he went after he found all these different particles on the ground, and he brought them back to Star Labs. But also, he saw his father. His father, I guess he was getting, walked down the hall or something, and then after Joe called in a favor, and then he finally got to see his father, outside of the class, for the first time. And then, he took the evidence that he found of the person, Peekaboo, and he brought him back to Star Labs. They figured out that her particles were moving even faster than Barry's was, which is pretty phenomenal. And that meant that she had to teleport or do something that makes her particles move so quickly that they can decompose and recompose that quickly. So I'm guessing they didn't really figure out that she was a teleporter until Barry actually had his first encounter. His first encounter did not go very well. He pretty much got his ass kicked. She was just teleporting everywhere, and he could not catch up with her because she can teleport anywhere that she can see. They later used that against her, which is how he finally beats her in the end. So then we see a lot of Iris scenes and a lot of stuff that happens with Cisco and Caitlin. So Cisco is pretty much his main purpose in this episode is to talk to Hartley and ask him about Firestorm. Hartley has no intent in really trying to help him past the point of Firestorm, and he just wants to get out of that prison underneath Star Labs because he does not like it there. So during the entire episode, Cisco is pretty much gone on a wild goose chase with Hartley, and it's just not going well for Cisco because the first time he gets his ass kicked, and then after whenever they're at the police office and they're looking at what happened with Firestorm. So what happened is like a Firestorm-ish body, Ronnie's body, got transformed into Professor Martin Stein, or Dr. Martin Stein, and it's like Ronnie's body. He is in Ronnie's body, and he's Firestorm inside of his body, which is really, really weird because that just means that Ronnie is dead. So next, Caitlin and Barry go to a bar. They both meet. Well, no, they really don't. They don't both meet anyone. Barry does meet Linda Park, but Caitlin pretty much makes a fool out of herself because she's a complete drunk in this episode. And whenever she's at the bar and she's at the karaoke thing too, her and Barry Allen Barry finally sang Grant Gustin. You finally sang because he was on Glee before, and I'm pretty sure he did a couple of episodes where he sang. So they pretty much went to a hotel after, and that was done for, and Caitlin is trying to move on past Ronnie now because she knows that there's no hope. So the second time that Flash actually had a fight scene was whenever he was fighting Peekaboo again, and her boyfriend was in the car. But before that, Barry Allen's father was trying to gather information on what was happening. His name is Henry Allen, by the way, and he was trying to gather information on the boyfriend of Peekaboo, and that was not going that well. His name's Clay Parker, by the way, and so the first time he got a bunch of info about him and what they were going to hijack and next, but the second time, after the police actually invaded the spot and shot Clay and all the gang members there, Henry Allen got stabbed, and Barry Allen got to see him again. But before that, the fight scene. So Barry fights Peekaboo again. Over at Star Labs, they figure out we need to figure out a way to get Barry to win. So the way that Barry won was, it was pretty much like a long tunnel, and it was like a car tunnel, and there were like a bunch of lights, and the only thing that she can't do is she cannot teleport if she can't see where she's going. So he cut off every single light, like he broke all the lights, and then after he took her, and then after he brought her back in the makeshift prison. She is caught, she is good, she's gone in the prison, and we're probably barely ever gonna see her again unless they do, I don't know, a flashback or something. But anyways, Clay Parker is still on the run because he ran away whenever she was getting taken by the Flash. So at the very end of the episode, we see Henry Allen and Barry Allen talking, and pretty much Henry knows now that Barry is the Flash because he had like a whole spiel, and they just well, Grant Gustin got a little bit teary-eyed, and then they pretty much, both of them have like this relationship where they know that Barry is the Flash. And then we also see a scene with Iris, and Iris is, because of her new job, she's a reporter now, so Barry, in the Flash form, came over to her, and she actually took a picture of him, and that landed on the front page, and he just pretty much gave her some stuff to talk about in the reporter thing. Not weird at all, even though Grant Gustin, Barry Allen, was talking to her earlier and saying, oh yeah, I'll help you out. Not weird at all that the Flash would somehow know. Anyways, after that happened, we saw a snippet of what's going to happen next episode with Grodd, and we saw two underground sewage workers, and they were pretty much walking down, and then we saw Grodd. He's like a fat gorilla, like a chunky gorilla, like a spherish gorilla-ish type thing. It's really done good though, so yeah. And I'm pretty sure what happened was they were going down like the tunnel, and then after he has the power to use mind control, and then after he used his power to mind control, made them walk away from him, and then I think he walks up to them, takes both of them, and just eats them or rips them apart or something. So that's what's going to happen next episode anyways with Grodd. That's probably what's going to happen. And also I'm pretty sure Flash is going to inquire about Firestorm. So I hope you enjoyed my recap of the episode. Crazy for you. And please leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. And peace.